Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where we are checking out the notorious Decentraland token, which in the past couple of weeks has been doing some insane moves. We will go over why those moves were happening, what's the reason behind it, what is gonna happen next with this ecosystem, and also most importantly the price chart. So without any further ado, an early like or a subscribe is very much appreciated on the video, so thank you for doing so, and let's go. So doing a first overview of the mana token here, we can see it's around 3.5-ish US dollars at the moment, and we could also say it is struggling a little bit maybe here, making new all-time highs. However, if we zoom out a little bit, we can see the reason. It is very extended now compared to the previous all-time highs over here at the beginning of 2021, but more importantly to the times just a couple of weeks ago over here, where there was a very slow grind, a little bit uptrending in this wedge. However, it wasn't doing pretty much anything back here, although despite doing pretty much nothing over here, there was a pretty strong support line going over here all the way back from, let's say, beginning of 2021 here. So the technicals were kind of solid at this place, and then it came the huge announcement from Facebook, I believe, that they will be moving towards the so-called Metaverse. And what happened here, I think there was a huge institutional money going straight into Decentraland over here, which fueled up this huge move upwards, and pretty much overnight we've jumped almost 400%, which is really quite a lot even for crypto. Now I would love to add a bit of a side note here, and that's about the intrinsic value of this Decentraland token, this mana token. First of all, almost every crypto project out there has its own currency, its own token. However, the use cases and we can say usefulness of this token is more often than not quite debatable. However, here in the case of Decentraland, the use case is very much here, and it is working very well at the moment, and it has been for several months. So this is already a pretty well working ecosystem over here. And the main point I want to show you here is this Decentraland Marketplace. Here you can use your mana tokens which you have bought on your decentralized exchange or any centralized exchange like Binance or Coinbase or any other, and you can use it to buy all kinds of stuff from wearables to other collectibles, but also more importantly parcels and estates, and finally also names. You can see, for example, parcels are very expensive at the moment. You can see we are in the thousands of tokens, which in today's prices is in thousands of US dollars, so that's pretty pricey for a virtual estate. However, it still seems there is quite a high demand for those estates, so this could be a very lucrative proposition when the metaverse will really start and really become more accessible to the public. And if we just quickly check out the names, we can also see we are in the hundreds or even thousands of those mana tokens, so as well pretty pricey. Some are very insanely expensive over here. However, this is not the only way you can get a particular name. If you check out the FAQ here and scroll down a little bit, you have all the important information over here. You can choose your own names in the builder, for example, but you need at least 100 mana tokens there in your wallet, or you can buy them in the Decentraland Marketplace as we checked out. But I covered most of those things previously in my overview video about Decentraland, so you can check it out in the top right hand corner here if you haven't already. And you might have also spotted over here there is a Polygon network name right there, and also Ethereum, which means that these are handled by this particular blockchain, and if you buy them it will use this particular network. Polygon is much more usable for trading smaller objects, lower prices, because it uses way less gas fees. So I also covered this in some of my previous videos about Decentraland, so feel free to check out the info about Polygon network and what does it mean for Decentraland right over here. But back to the price charts, again we can see a bit of a struggle here at the all-time highs. Price is starting to struggle a little bit over here. However, there is this uptrending support here which has already supported the price pretty well, so that's quite interesting. We had a couple of tags on this line line previously as well. So pretty much since the 2021 we had a brief text over here, but also it acted as a resistance over here briefly. So from this standpoint it looks quite solid. And we can also check out the Decentraland to Bitcoin ratio over here, where we can see that apart from this ratio being at all-time highs at the moment, as is the price in US dollars, we can very clearly see here this resistance line in the Bitcoin ratio. And once again, checking it very closely, we can see a perfect text over here at 1-day charts, previously here just after those huge spikes, but also the day at the time of making this video, and previously after we zoom in a little bit we can see also perfect text over here as a resistance with one false breakout, and much earlier here in August 2020 again perfect text of this resistance. So this is a very well respected trend line by all the investors it seems, and it not acted only as a resistance but also as a support here towards the end of 2019. So pretty much 2 years ago we could already start to see this trend line forming over here with some solid text at the end of 2019. So if you're looking at Mana token now and thinking about starting a position, I would be a little bit worried, mainly because of this ratio to Bitcoin. However, this is not the end of the world, because even if this ratio will stay below this resistance line over here, price of Mana token in US dollars can still go up. So just quickly to show you how this works, we have the Decentraland token divided by the Bitcoin as it stands here at the top left corner, and basically if you have the Decentraland token going up in value and you have the Bitcoin going up in value by the same rate, so the same percentage, let's say, this ratio will remain pretty steady. So we stay below this resistance line and the price of the Decentraland token goes up. And even if this ratio goes down in the near short term, that could just mean that Bitcoin is going up in price a little bit more than the Decentraland token, but the Decentraland token can still go up, just not as much as Bitcoin. And basically the last scenario, which I think is very unlikely at the moment, is that we will go up from here and go surpass this resistance, and that would mean that Decentraland will go way up, much more than Bitcoin at the moment, which I think is quite unlikely. However, never say never in the crypto space, so definitely keep an eye on this ratio if you want to start a new position in Decentraland. And that's pretty much it from what I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you enjoyed this short update, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe for more future crypto content and like the video if you liked it. With this, I thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.